Hi guys. I received a question online about visuals and setting up cues for your online classroom. And what I wanted to tell you guys is no one's going to save you. You are going to have to recreate a wheel, potentially for every single kid, depending on if they all have different computers. If they all have the same computer, you may be able to get away with making one or two types of visuals. So I'm going to show you guys, based on my computer program, what I would do for visuals for kids. Okay, so I used PowerPoint for this, and it was easy for me to move things around and steal logos offline. I'll show you which ones I stole. And then I used my phone. I took pictures of each step of me getting on my computer. And I, what else did I do? I used just my phone's little editing tool to like circle with whatever color I thought kind of stood out. So you'll see that as well. So this is kind of going to be your visual system. You could print something like this out from PowerPoint, or if you wanted to do like a list visual for kids, you could do that too. This can be for all different levels, so we'll talk about different levels of students we can use this for. So I apologize if it's a little too simple, but I think simple can sometimes be harder than the other way. So let's get started. Okay, I just took a picture of my computer and I said look for the red lines and circles, because that's what I used to identify the areas I wanted students to know where to press. And then you'll know where to look. And then it says press this button for 1 second to turn it on. As we know, some kids tend to hold down the button or press it a bunch of times and it'll get confused. So that little white lettering there is kind of what I used as sort of a little helper. You'll see that throughout. This is you. Type your name in the box and press the arrow with the one mouse button. So I really simplified this. I put on there that there was a one mouse button and a two mouse button, and I'll show you that a little later. But some students may or may not know which button to press depending on what level of student you're working with. So if you don't need it, don't put it in. Don't worry that it's there. I just added it in because simpler can sometimes be harder. And then in white lettering, I put how I needed my name to be written into that box, and don't forget caps. This one is purely for you guys, not for students. Don't miss any steps. So for this, on my computer, I actually have to click the mouse or slide the mouse upward to get that screen to come up to where I write my name in. So had I just started with the last slide that I just showed you where my little face is on there, your student may not have known how to get there, and now all of a sudden you've got an upset, angry kid that's now trying to get online. So if your student is having issues getting online, you need to watch them and see if you missed a step. Oftentimes, if they're frustrated, it's because a step was missed. Okay, on this one, I stole that cute little icon from online. I just typed in Chrome and the thing came up. So if you have Explorer or whatever, steal your icon from, Google Images or whatever, and then show them on where on their screen that button is going to be found. I apologize to you guys because I'm sure you guys are all using different programs, but we're using Blackboard for my school that I work for. So I just did Blackboard on there. I stole that icon again, and then the Blackboard icon is not down at the bottom of the screen, but I stole that same slide down there just to kind of show that wherever that icon is on your computer, you need to put the arrow there. Then I go back to write your name in the box, click the little login button, and then this time my username is different. So I need the username to show up differently on my sign-in protocol that we're doing right here. Once again, don't miss steps. This could pop up. You might have another one. I think I have another one that pops up. So there's like two pop-ups. So if this pops up, make sure you add it to your visual. And then the last one, this is your classroom. So here you go. I'll do another video maybe tomorrow where we talk about getting them set up to use the tools so that they can be efficient online in their classroom. Okay, this is for your kids who need to know more about a mouse. Sometimes it's important to break down which button you're going to press so that when you are working with students, you can identify if it's button 1 or button 2, or the wheel button, or you can call it A and B buttons. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, stick to it. One other thing. You could say left or right if your student knows their left and right. Don't use left or right if they don't know it yet. That's not a skill set you need to be teaching online right now. I stole this information online about what the left mouse button does. Here's the right mouse button and what it does. And the wheel button or the middle button, whatever you want to call it, stick to it. Just make sure if your students need that level of information, add it. If they don't add it. Don't waste your time. I hope you guys enjoyed this little session. If you have more questions about setting up your online protocol, getting online, just put them in the comments for me, and like, comment, share, let me know what you guys think. This was somebody's specific request, so I think this whole entire visual system, including taking all of the pictures and putting together the PowerPoint and then making this video, took me less than an hour. All right, you guys, good luck.